Alright, we are online now. I am now live. And hello, Rahid. Welcome to the stream. Yes, you are the first one here. Congratulations. Okay then. Well, I guess let's get straight into it. And once again, as I said I would, I was doing basic missions off camera, so that not only could I grind up Gwyn a little bit, but also that I could gain a little bit of affinity between the rest of my party, and specifically Gwyn, but still. I got proof this time that, just in case someone else, yes, you have proof. I will say, if anyone else thinks that they are the first, I will say that they are false, because Raheen was the first one here, and he deserves the highest of congratulations. Okay, I have Gwyn up to level 13, and he learned a new art, which I'm going to show. I think all of my characters have learned a lot of new arts that I just have not shown, but I'm going to go to my arts right now, and show you what we have learned. First of all, Cross learned 2 new arts. I think he had myopic screen last stream, but I'll show what it was. Myopic screen is it's much like beam barrage in that it does a lot of damage, and it shoots a gigantic beam on any enemies ahead, and it does lots of damage. It doesn't do quite as much as beam barrage does, but it does inflict blackout, which prevents the enemy from moving temporarily. But since last time, he also learned full specs. Full specs is basically an aura, and it boosts potential, range attack, and ether resistance. It's really good for being used. It's really good for being used defensively. And also, I have not switched around his arts. I'm going to do that just to make things a little bit more comfortable on my art palette. I think I'll have my, as I usually do, I'll have my auras off to the side. Alright, let's see, recuperate or full specs. Both of them can lead into beam barrage, so I think what I'm going to do, since the menus, when you're scrolling through them in battle, they loop back around, I could use one of my auras and then loop back around to the other side, use beam barrage very quickly, so I can get the bonus effect from beam barrage. I have new chat comments. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm murdering Goggles for XP. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm at a point in Xenoblade 2 where I'm doing a bunch of side quests, because, if you're wondering kind of where I am, this might be a little bit spoilery. I just finished Chapter 3, and, I'm at the part where Rex and the rest of the party are going to head back to the Argentum Trade Guild, so that they can go to Mor Ardain, so that they can then go to Indal, so they can ask the person who climbed the world tree how to climb the world tree. So I haven't quite gotten to Mor Ardain yet, but I am at the Argentum Trade Guild, and I've been doing quests around Alrest. Also, I unlocked the Merc Group mechanic, and I really like that mechanic. It's the basic missions from Xenoblade X mixed with the generic quests from the original Xenoblade, and they took both those ideas and they made it even better. I like the Merc Group. Anyway, so I need to level up. I would like to level up full specs just a little bit. I have some battle points. I'm going to use that to level it up. There. It should be fine for right now. Elma, she learned a few new arts. Blood Fights is a really good one. I explained Shadowrunner and how there's a really good strategy you can use with Shadowrunner. where if you're going into a high level area like I've been doing a lot, you can get past all of the high level enemies that are aggressive. You can get past them and not have them detect you. But Blood Sacrifice complements this greatly because the only downfall of the Shadowrunner is that it uses 1000 DP. And Blood Sacrifice will is an art that will half Elma's HP. No, fourth. It will cut down. No, it halves her HP and increases her TP by 1000. So you can do a Blood Sacrifice and go immediately into Shadowrunner. Now the only downfall to this is that Shadowrunner lasts for a certain amount of time, which is actually very short. So you will have to wait for a cooldown or level up these arts on both of them. And I have her other auras here, Killing Machine and Early Bird. You can see what those do. Those are mainly increasing her damage output, and then I have her other arts to the side. This one's really good. You can use Early Bird to increase the critical chance, and then you can try your luck with Violent Streak to increase your TP as well, leading into other auras, and specifically Stream Edge. Which Stream Edge works well with, which works well beside both Sliding Slinger and Violent Streak, since it does increase damage with in range combos. But you also learn one other new art. It's called Electric Surge. It deals ether damage and it lowers HP, and basically the lower HP, the higher damage it does. I'm not too big of a fan of it, but I'm not going to equip it, but I think it's an interesting art nonetheless. Now for Lynn, she learned Shield Wall. No, she learned a lot of new arts, actually. Reality Rift, excuse me. She also learned Super Shield. Yeah, she learned a lot since you've been gone. Since I haven't been streaming. You know what Iron Prison does, you know what Bombardier does, Bullet Storm. Okay. Super Shield. It basically has her put up, if you ever played Kid Icarus Uprising, it's basically a reflect barrier. You can put that up, and then it reflects all physical attacks. It's pretty interesting, and I have that right by Iron Prison to complement her being a tank. Then there's Reality Rift, which deals weapon damage. It's okay, I guess. It's not as good as some of our other arts. Enhanced Stand boosts the auto attack damage. That's okay, but I mainly have her as a tank. Actually, no. I just realized it continually restores HP. I might have that instead of Fire Carnival, because Fire Carnival has not been doing that much damage for me lately. I'm going to level that up as well. What about Shield Wall? It grants Barrier. I have other arts that do the job of tank better, and I think what I have right now is sufficient. I have a lot of her tanking arts over here, especially Trash Talk and Iron Prison. Basically, I can do Trash Talk. As a tank, I can do Trash Talk, then lead into any aura if I have enough TP. Then I have her damaging arts just so that she can at least do some damage, and specifically topple with Wild Down. Now for Gwen, he learned Magnum Edge. He actually learned, yeah, he learned 3 new arts, excuse me. Magnum Edge is a, it deals weapon damage, and it inflicts physical resistance. Oh. Okay, so it's kind of like Slit Edge, but it inflicts that debuff at any point, not just from the side. He also has Burst Grenade, which I've already explained what Burst Grenade is. It's much like Flame Grenade that Cross used to have when he was in the Drifter class. And Irina has it too. I've already explained that art. And then Ultra Slash, which deals weapon damage and increased damage from behind. All very, very good augmenting his playstyle, and I'm going to switch some of them around. I'm going to have my males there. Furious Blast. Okay. All of his damaging arts close to each other, since he's just really, really good at doing damage, both any type, really. He's not specifically good at range, not specifically good at melee. And then I have his buffing arts over here, like his auras and Power Dive. Power Dive complements his other... Actually, better idea. Put Power Dive and Defensive Stance closer to his other arts, because Power Dive can benefit the other arts. And then have Magnum Edge here to lead into, since it loops back around, his other arts there. That'll benefit him greatly. And I'm going to level up a few of these. I think I'm going to level up Ultra Slash. I'm going to be using that more often than Burst Grenade. And I don't have enough for Magnum Edge, but still, he learned good arts. Okay. Okay, so that's my arts currently. My equipment has not changed at all, but my skills... Okay, let's see. He's learned 2 more. I haven't actually seen these yet. Boost beam resistance. Receiving a buff. Let's see. He doesn't really get hit by beams all that much. But let me see. Boost potential and boost beam damage. I'm going to keep the beam damage. Buff heal would work well, and it would complement his playstyle. I think I'm going to add that. I'm going to level it up a little bit. Beam boost, I'm also going to level up. Okay. Subliminal Jaguar. I think I'll just keep her like she is. I'll level up any of these further. That one would be useful. About Lyn. New one, okay. Dismantler, it grants a 25% chance of dealing 50% more damage to a fit. I'll equip it because I don't have anything else to equip, but I'm not going to level that up. It doesn't really benefit her being a tank. Gwen doesn't learn anything. Alright, so that's my skills. And then my equipment hasn't changed. And I've completed a few more basic missions, and we will press on today. I have some new chat stuff. A lot of new chat stuff. Okay, good. Hello. Yes, hello. Welcome to the stream, Florian Molnar. I don't plan on buying Xenoblade 2 because it's $300 for a console. If they had like a bundle with the Switch that was $300, I think I'd recommend it. But having the Switch just $300, I mean, Xenoblade 2 is an incredible game. Don't mind you, it is incredible. And I just got to a huge plot twist in it. That's around Chapter 3, and it's really, really good. I love the story and I love all the characters, but $300 is a little bit overpriced for a Switch. And then someone from Xenoblade 2 knows Ultra Slash. It's probably a spoiler because I have not seen any of the characters learn Ultra Slash or any of the blades, since the blades benefit the driver's arts. Not to be confused with blade arts, which are affected by the blade's affinity chart, but okay. Yeah, no blade I've seen has Ultra Slash yet, so I don't exactly know. Okay. Anyway, must be a spoiler. So, I spent 10 minutes going over that. Now we can actually get into what we are going to be doing today. So last time we did a bunch of basic missions, not basic missions, normal missions around New LA, including, if you're curious, Yardley Scheme from the Industrial District. We did a few quests from Nathan and Connor outside, and I failed miserably at. Wait, no, we did that the stream before, and we did tutorial missions after that. Okay, we did Yardley Scheme, a hero's ride from the residential district, commercial district, excuse me, and then Better Latte Than Ever from the commercial district. Okay. And then we also did an affinity mission. And today we are going to begin. We are going to make some story progress. We are going to a new continent this stream, but first I would like to do one more affinity mission because I have it available, and most other affinity missions require us to get to the new continents, and typically in this game I don't want to do any missions that require us to go to a new continent until I've explored that continent in the story. So I'm saving those for until I explore that continent. But anyway, there is an affinity mission we can do here in the Blade Barracks. It's called the Repair Job. Required level 13. And there's no restricted party members, so we're actually going to be keeping Gwen in our party. I want to increase my affinity with him. Anyway.
Something wrong, Linley? Tatsu not hear any chopping. And Tatsu is dying of hunger. Linley doesn't want to be murderer, does Linley?
Oh, sorry. I'll whip something up here real quick.
He's right, Lynn. You seem a little off today.
No, I'm fine. It's just... we detected a transmission loss in the Industrial District energy system.
You repaired that before, right? How much of a loss?
It crossed 5% yesterday.
That sounds well within safety tolerances.
Yeah, it is. It's not that so much. It's just... the upgrades I installed should be working better than that. It should have been a year till we detected any loss whatsoever.
Ah, so it's a mechanic's pride, is it? Sounds like a worthy mission. Why don't we go run some diagnostics?
Right.
But dinner...
Okay, so we've gotten the repair job. We need to go investigate some of the diagnostics within a machine that is near the west gate, or it's actually at the west gate. No, it's not at the west gate. It's because the west gate's below it. It's at the top of the elevator that's in front of the west gates. I know this game all too well. And all around, I found that I remember things very, very well, so that's fine. Anyway, so I'm going to be going to that area. Actually, I think I can just... yeah, it would be better if I just... it would be better if I skip travel to the Westgate Plain and then go from there, instead of having to go into the Industrial District, exit out, and then climb up back the elevator. Anyway, so I'm going to the Westgate Plain in Primordia, and then I'm going to go up from there. I have to talk to Bart, which is in front of the machine that we need to fix. Okay, so we're heading there currently. So we entered the New LA when we came in. It's just in that area. It's actually exactly in that area where we entered. Okay. Elevator has arrived, and we're heading up. Okay, here is Bart.
No, haven't noticed any transmission loss in the energy system recently.
But it's in the readings. Please, you have to check one more time.
Jargon flies over a very short head of Tatsu.
NLA used to be the residential area of a spaceship. We're standing in what was the outer wall. Since we no longer need positional thrusters, we rerouted that energy elsewhere. Now it travels from the main... basically, it's leaking. Lynn patched it up, but it's still leaking a little bit.
Ah, Tatsu knows all about leaking. Now Tatsu get it.
What is it? Ah, I guess it's been a while since you've seen Lynn fix things instead of shoot them. Surprised? She started out as a full-time engineer, actually. Combat came later. I'm afraid we pushed her into it, but Blade needed the help. Back on the White Whale, Lynn was a key part of the engineering team. During the crash, she stayed with the engines until the very last moment. Despite her age, no one can question her skill or dedication. If she says something's wrong with the system here, there is.
I finally pinned it down. It's a problem with the replacement part.
The one you installed before?
Right. Turns out it was made here in New LA. Unfortunately, the quality doesn't match the Earth-made parts we had on the White Whale.
I suppose it makes sense that it wouldn't.
But if we're lucky, a usable part may have landed somewhere in Starfall Basin.
If Lindley says so, then Team Tatsu will go. Sooner friends fix leak, sooner Tatsu can eat.
Well, you all heard him. Guess we better get a move on.
Okay, so we need to head over to Starfall Basin and see if there is any parts that we need to fix the leaking. Now, actually, Starfall Basin, that's where we awakened in the prologue in the very, very beginning of the game, but we haven't actually been back since. And there is actually a probe site here that we didn't see before because we weren't introduced to Frontier Nav yet. So we are going to install that probe now that we can. I know the parts we need are in that area. I'm going past it just so I can install the probe because it's a little bit further. It's right here. This is where we fought all of the level 1, 2, and 3 monsters back when we first began the game. So the probe site's right here. I can install. Anyway, going back to Starfall Basin, and I'm going to find the parts we need. Although there are a few high-level enemies, well, kind of high-level enemies around here, and they're aggressive, so I'm going to try to avoid them. Alright. Okay, one's installed. Let's see. Also, this is actually our stasis pod. It's still here. I find that a little bit interesting. You can't actually go back in because there's an invisible wall blocking you, but I find it interesting that it's still here, and you can see where the entire journey began. Okay, right here. This is another part. And let's see. Is it over here? I believe it is, if I remember correctly. I believe it actually passed Starfall Basin, right over here. Yes, that was correct. And that's the final part. Now we can head back to Bart and see if this fixes the machine. And yes, Florian, I did see your message in the chat. Are you referring to a spoiler for Xenoblade 2 or Xenoblade X? Because so far, I think that Xenoblade 2 is better. I've played through X several times, and I love Xenoblade X a lot. It's a very, very good game. It's a lot of varies, excuse me. As I said before, it's a fantastic game, but I think that not the first two, but the first Xenoblade, you know that the original Xenoblade is my favorite video game of all time, and then Xenoblade 2 is up there as well. It's probably my game of the year, honestly. Even though Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey were both incredible, they're both masterpieces as well. Xenoblade 2 is probably my game of the year for 2017, or was probably my game of the year for 2017 because this is 2018. By the way, Happy New Year. Anyway, here's Bart. We have found the parts. Let's see if this fixes the leak.
We found the part. I'll swap it in right now.
Unreal! The loss is so low I can't even get a reading.
Dinner time!
You really are a wizard, Lynn.
This will work for the time being, but is it enough?
Huh?
That part will eventually wear out, and then we'll be back to square one. I think it's too soon to consider this problem fixed.
But not too soon for dinner, right? Tatsu, fading. See? Bright light.
I understand your concern, Lynn, but I think Tatsu's at his limit. What do you think?
Now, as much as I would like to be the good person here and fix in parts that would eventually fix a future leak, that requires us to go into another continent we haven't explored yet for some of the parts. So you know what I'm going with. I'm not going to go find the parts. I am going to grumble about how hungry I am. As much as I don't want to do that, morally.
Right. And we can't have the whole team die of hunger now, can we?
But
We've done all we can for now, Lynn. When it comes up again, we'll fix it again. Together. I promise.
okay. Well, if you notice anything, please tell me right away.
You got it.
All right, Tatsu, sorry for the wait. Let's get back to the barracks and chow down.
Yay! Dance of joy!
It's a very short, very sweet affinity mission. You learn a little bit more about Lynn, which is good because Lynn is one of my favorite characters in this game. Not my favorite. We'll be getting to that today, but still. You learn the Gatling gun art, Fire Carnival. Even though Fire Carnival, we got rid of Fire Carnival from our art palette, but okay. Anyway, that is the final mission I would like to do before heading on with the story, but that's not the final thing I would like to do. Over time, as I have been doing quests off screen, there are a few probes that I've really wanted to install, but I only install probes on camera or on the stream because I would like you to know where these probes are if you're using this as a guide. So I'll let you go install those probes at the moment. One of them is right around here. This is the area I'm currently at is just north of Starval Basin, and the area should be around Biano Lake. If I'm correct. There's a level 50 Tyrant over there. I'm going to try to avoid that. It isn't aggressive, so I should be fine. Right here, you get a really good view of the of NLA and Primordia in general. It's quite incredible, actually. And actually, I was correct. It is in Biano Lake. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the entire game. You get to this waterfall. Geronimo! Yeah. Okay. That's always pretty fun. Actually, this probe requires a level 3 mechanical field skill. Has my blade level actually increased yet? Hold on, what is my blade level at the moment? Status. What is my blade level? Oh, it doesn't tell you. Oh. Did I miss something? I should be a higher blade level than that. Well, I will come back here. Actually, hold on. I'm not sure if my blade level has increased or not. Typically it tells you, but I've forgotten. So I'm going to go back to Eleanor and see if my blade level has increased. So then I should be fine.
Hey.
Alright, and I'm now talking to nothing because yeah, Eleanor. Oh yes, it has. Good. I thought it had. And I was correct. And now, once your blade level reaches 3, as has mine, you get new lighting options for the blade barracks, and also I can, as I wanted to do, increase one of my field skill levels. And as I said before, almost always go with mechanical. The mechanical field skill is by far the most important because all probes are mechanical, and biological and archaeological field skills only affect treasures that are out in the open. It does not affect probes. So now I'm going to go back to Headwater Summit and go to the probe at Biano Lake. And I've gotten new chat messages. I would like to see this. Oh, my mic is glitching again. Is it glitching that bad? Can you at least hear me now? 8, go. Okay. I'm going to check out whatever that is in a minute. Are you saying that my class rank is 8? I think it is, actually. Yes, it is 8. Okay. So you were correct. Which means I'm 2 ranks off from from changing my class to a branch off of Enforcer. Anyway. So now, as I said, I'm going back to the probe so that I can now actually install it, now that my mechanical field skill level is 3. Okay, it's right here. Okay. And I was right about that being a level 3 probe site. Now I'm going a little bit southeast, a little bit further southeast of Biano Lake, and I'm going to Westgate Plain, actually. And now I'm going to head southwest of the Westgate Plain, because there's a probe over here that I can install. By the way, right over there, at nighttime, there was a tyrant, not a unique monster, a tyrant, called Casper the Unhealthy Eater. I'll let that sink in for a minute. I actually needed to kill him for a basic mission off camera. It's an insect, funnily enough. It's not actually like a... You would think by the name it would be like a Swede, because Swedes look... I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but... It's not a Swede, it's actually an insect. I believe it's a, might be a Blata. No, it's a Vesper, I think. I don't think it's a Blotto, I think it's a Vesper. Anyway, the probe is over here at this cape. Off the southwestern coast of Primordia. Now, hopefully, okay, no, good. I was hoping it was not on the land. It was just somewhere on the island below, and it is. So I am fortunate there. Okay, there's also some treasure here. Okay. And here it is. I'm going to install the probe, and that probe site has been installed. There is another probe I can install at Errant Bridge. I went here to collect some collectibles. For example, the California sunsets in Castaway Cavern, which is just over there, and by it there's a poisonous swamp that I got some of the crush rings and sandlick pearls in, which I needed for a few basic missions. Okay, the probe is down there. There's a very, very strong monster there. I'm going to be wary. It's at North Point Beach. Yeah, hi there. I do not want to fight you. I really do not want to run into you because you are very high level. So are the other enemies here, but they're not aggressive. You are. Okay. It's surprisingly only level 1 for such a high level area. Anyways, are there any major probe sites that I'd also like to install? I don't see any. No, wait, there's one by... there is one by the Sea Swept base where all of the prones were in Chapter 3 that I would like to install. And that probe, I believe, requires a field skill of 2, so you could... field skill level of 2. For mechanical, and just giving you a heads up in case you're playing along and curious why you could not install this probe. It's not over there, it's actually over here, because over there, I do not want to go over there. There's a super boss, and I would not like to go over there at the moment. We are not going to fight that super boss until quite a while later. In fact, I'm planning to fight the super bosses at the very, very end of the game. If you're curious, the super boss I'm referring to is Luclay the Eternal. It's level 92. And it is incredibly powerful. Now, just auto run, and I'm going to the chat. Okay. Yes, I hear you good. You bit too near on. Okay. Okay, that's good. Rewatch the stream to hear the mic glitch out. Yes, my mic is a headset. My mic is a headset. It's an HUHD. It's not one of the that was bad. I was checking the chat. I had it on auto run. It's HUHD, which I don't even like the mic. I think it's actually a pretty bad mic, in my opinion. And I'm actually nowhere where I'm supposed to be. It's over here. I'm supposed to go is right over here. Anyway, my mic is an HUHD, and it's pretty bad, I'll be completely honest, but it works, so I guess it's fine. Other chat things. Okay, no. I want auto run. There. 1 hour until we'll see the chat. I have a lot of questions for you, what you think. Yes, I've said many times before that I have, that this is actually my 3rd time playing through Xenoblade X. I've played it through twice before, and I love the game. It's incredible. In fact, I'd say it's my favorite game on the entire Wii U. You know what? I'm just going to screw this probe and continue on with the story. So yes, as I've said before in many of the other streams, that I have played this game twice before. This is my 3rd time playing through, and once again, it is fantastic. Xenoblade X is a really, really good game. And no, Raheen, there is no monster in this game that is above level 99. Typically, I consider super bosses in Xenoblade X as... I consider a super boss in Xenoblade X to be level 90 or above, and there are 8 monsters that are level 90 and above. These include Luclay the Eternal, Hayride the Territorial is a level 81. There's Farsus the Everqueen, Talon the Intolerable. There's this dragon thing that is above a volcano in Cauldrus, and then there's the infamous among all of the Xenoblade X fans, Telethia the Endbringer. That one's a level 99, and it is the most powerful enemy in the entire game. And for the record, in Xenoblade X, the level cap is level 60. It's not level 99 like in the original Xenoblade. So by that logic, by what the fans typically would consider a super boss, what it was in the original game, a super boss would be considered any enemy over level 99, and there were 5 of them. There was Avalanche Odyssey, Blizzard Belgazos, Despotic Arsene. Let's see, there was Final Marcus, and then there was the big Mechon that was on the Beach of the Fallen Arm. I think it was, I can't remember what that one's called. Ancient Daedala, that's the name, okay. But in this game, since there are so many other titans that are above level 60, and level 60 is the cap, we only specifically consider level 90 and above a super boss. Okay. With all that explanation out of the way, we're going to go much further in detail on that. And by the way, there's one thing before we head into the story mission I'd like to show, and that is right over here. I explained division points before, but oh wait, darn it. Yeah, I'm not online, so I can't show you that. But you can actually see the ranks of which division currently has the most points. Typically, it's I think Reclaimers typically have the most points, which is the division I'm in, so I'm fine here. But typically the top 3 are Mediators, Reclaimers, and Prospectors, and for some reason Pathfinders are always last, which I can understand because there are more of everything else that greatly increases division points in all of the other divisions, more so than there are probes in Xenoblade X. But by that logic, Curators should be by far the top, because Curators, there are so many item orbs, and they get like 30 division points per item orb they pick up. So I don't know. Okay. Once I actually get back online to the server, I will show you the division ranks. With some of the divisions, it is a little bit unfair. Like the other divisions, what increases their division points are a little bit unfair toward Pathfinders. Pathfinders are at a major disadvantage. I'm going to get Gwen out of my party for this not the Affinity mission, the story mission. There's no restricted party members, but we will be getting a new party member in this mission, and I would not like Gwen to take up that spot. Anyway, so we have completed all of the progress requirements. We have surveyed over 15% of Primordia. We actually currently have about 25% survey rate in Primordia. We've completed the blade level basics, the quest we got from Eleonora, and we've completed the professional mission, the quest we got from Kirsty, those tutorial missions. Anyway, let's start Chapter 4. The Ganglion Menace. We get to explore a new continent here.
What should I whip up today?
So this is actually a pretty interesting choice here. Typically, I always go with something broiled or something braised, but this time, this doesn't really affect anything for gameplay. Gameplay-wise, the first time I went through this game, I picked something braised, and then the second time I went through, I picked something broiled. But I want the chat to decide what should I bake. This doesn't affect anything gameplay-wise. It just affects some of the dialogue. So what should we choose? what? Okay, one question. What skull do you like? You and which? I on my other file, I changed around my skull a lot, but typically I went with a medium class, a medium size skull, the ones that can move efficiently and are more of the jack of all trades. I changed around my skull a lot just because I wasn't specifically comfortable with one skull, but I'm going to get to skulls later on. I changed around my skulls and all of the party members a lot. Something fancy. Okay, I can go with something fancy. Let's see what's fancy. Okay, foie grass. Oh, okay then. That's not actually how you pronounce that. Excuse me. I believe it's foie grass. But that's not how you pronounce. Okay, there.
That is a great idea.
Delicious! Thank you, Lindley. Is Lindley cooking something else now? Tatsu can't possibly eat any more corn.
Don't worry, this is something new. One of Earth's great delicacies, foie gras.
Foie grub? Foie grub sounds delicious. Maybe Tatsu try some when Lindley finished cooking. Can Tatsu help?
Actually, you can. In fact, I can't make it without you.
Oh, really?
I just need one little favor.
Of course. Tatsu is at your disposal. What can Tatsu provide for Chef Lindley?
Your liver.
Tatsu is here to serve, not be served, Lindley.
Oh, just remembered. I have goose liver.
Lindley did that on purpose. Lindley is vicious and nasty.
All right, everyone, dig in.
Man, oh man, delicious. Lucky thing I happen to be in the neighborhood.
You say that every time, Commander, but you always arrive as we're setting the table.
Oh, you don't say. All right, listen up. We found something in Noctilum thanks to Frontier Nav. That's northwest of here, Rook. Looks like a piece of the life hold.
That's great news.
Damn right. Look at this.
Oh, friends mean Nightglow Woods.
Is that what the Nopon call it? We didn't have names for anything here, so we've been using Noctilum for that whole region.
Well, that's a silly name.
And Nightglow Woods isn't?
Moving on.
Right, sorry.
According to the Pathfinder's report, there's a large number of indigents in the area, but thankfully no sign of any intelligent life forms.
No, that's wrong. Nopon visit Nightglow Woods all the time.
Yeah, well, like I said, no intelligent life forms have been reported, but it never hurts to be cautious.
Friends patronize Tatsu. Nopon proud and brave people with rich history, you know.
Pipe down, small fry, or I'll make that nickname come true.
We'll have you check in with Lau's team first. They're already on assignment installing probes in the area. We don't have a fix on the Lifehold signal, just a general direction. See if they've got more info.
Got it.
Welcome to the stream, Wyman. I'm glad to have you here. And I'm sorry for every single French person I offended. It's pronounced foie gras. No, that's not even how you pronounce it. Foie gras. That's how you pronounce it. I've only ever read about it. I've actually never heard it pronounced, and I've never eaten it before. But I've from what I hear, it's actually quite good. But it sounds quite good, at least. Anyway, so we need to go. We need to go find the. Excuse me. We need to go team up with Lau's team and see if we can find this piece of life hold that we have found through Frontier Nav in Noctilum, or the Nightglow Woods. And we're about to meet my absolute favorite character in the entire game. Anyone who has played through this game before will agree with me that Lau is the best character in this game. Okay. Going to my map. We've already been to the probe site before because we had to install this probe whenever we were doing the professional mission for Kiersey. So we can fast travel there very, very easily. Not any trouble at all. And Lau's team is right over here. Need food. Okay. Yeah, I will see you later. I'll see you later, Florian. And I guess Lynn wanted the Napon life, but she wanted his liver. Okay, yeah. I didn't expect the foie gras to be the foie gras, excuse me, to be. I will never be able to pronounce that name correctly. But I didn't expect that choice to actually have that funny of a dialogue, but actually I think that's the best of all of them that I've experienced. Anyway, there's Lau's team. Let's go meet up with them.
Hey, hey, look who it is.
Lau, it's been a while.
It has. Are you going to introduce me to your friends? Where's Danny and Boris?
These are my new team members. As for Danny and Boris, we had a bad run-in with a powerful indigen. They didn't make it.
I see. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I hadn't heard.
It's okay.
And what's up with this onion thing? You using it for rations or something?
Tatsu not onion or ration. Tatsu is Nopon, brave and distinguished people with long history on Mira.
It talks. Where'd you find this thing?
Rescued him. He was about to become lunch for some prone, these hostile Xenos we ran into. He's agreed to serve as our guide here.
Wow. Okay. And you? What's your story? Are you really as young as you look?
Sure am. 13 years old inside and out. I'm Lin Li Ku.
Well, hello, Lin Ku. You must be something to be able to make Elma's team at 13. All right. What about you? Aren't we the friendly one? Well, whatever. Got an interesting crew here, but they seem capable enough.
I chose them personally.
I figured. So, I heard Nelson's whole team got wiped out by some nasty new Xenos. Is that true?
Yeah, those prone I mentioned. They're not sure if they're the ones that destroyed Earth, but their tech certainly seemed advanced enough.
Really? We better watch our backs.
By the way, we picked up a life hold signal in the direction of Noctilum. Have you or your crew come across anything?
Where? Around here?
I take it the answer is no.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it. We bumped into another team and they didn't mention it either.
I see. All right. We were hoping your team might have a lead or some more info, but no such luck, huh? Well, thanks anyway. We should go.
Hey, hold up. Mind if I tag along?
But your assignment?
We're more or less done here. We just need to report back.
Well, until you do, you're not done here.
Oh, give me a break, Elma. The rest of my crew can handle the paperwork. We're talking about a piece of the life hold here. I've never even seen one. That's way more important. And besides, you might need the help. Finding it or handling the indigents that get in your way. Now come on.
Okay, so we've met Lau, and you might not know it now, but trust me, Lau is the best character in this game. He's my personal favorite character, at least. Anyway, all device is making the most frontier nav. Yes, the use of frontier, yes. He's just teaching us about how you can mine uranium and precious resources, like what things that we've already known about. And she's also telling us stuff we've already known about. Okay. And Lau's a Pathfinder, as we've already known, and he is part of the Partisan Eagle class. Partisan Eagles are mainly focused on ranged attacks, and they specifically specialize in that class. And we're going to recruit him, because Lau is awesome. Go on, you gotta take me with you. Yes, we shall. And also, if you've recognized the voice actor before, you most likely have. He's voice acted by Matthew Mercer. Oh no, I would like to... Okay, I would like to... Darn it! I would like to put Lau into the leading position in our party. I'd like to make Lau my party leader so that I can show some of his arts. He's level 15, he's a partisan leaguer? Eagle. I'm going to just stop talking now. Anyway, I have to, though, because I have to explain how Lau fights in battle. So, boo me. Okay, whatever. Anyway, as Lau, we're going to be heading into a new continent. You already see some of the glowing flowers there. It's you kind of a first impression. We've been exploring Primordia this entire time, but we have just discovered Noctilum. Noctilum is a very, very interesting continent. It's very interestingly designed, but it's basically the Uriah. In total, if you want to sum it up, if you've played Xenoblade 2 before, Noctilum is the Uriah of Xenoblade 2. Of Xenoblade X, excuse me. And in that case, it's also the Satoral Marsh of Xenoblade X, but it has a bit more lively music. It has a bit more lively music than both Uriah and Satoral Marsh. It just doesn't seem that way now because it's nighttime. And a much more interesting level design. There are lots of twigs here, and that leads into lots of twigs and overgrown branches and things that into a overall very interestingly designed continents, and I personally really like it. There's a lot of secrets to find, there's a lot of just stuff to do here, a lot of exploration to do, and also, you might notice, we are getting new items that we have not seen in Primordia. Every single continent in this game has its own what's called a collectopedia. If you've played the original Xenoblade, you know everything about what a collectopedia is, but for those who haven't, I'll explain. In the menu, you can go to Intel, and you can go to your collectopedia. Basically, every single continent has its own collectopedia, which tracks every single item you have discovered, and not every single item you discovered, every single item that is in every continent, and it will show you all of the items that you have found in Primordia, Noctilum, Oblivia, Silvalum, and Cauldrus. And by filling in those items into your collectopedia, you can get rewards. We've gotten most of them. We just need about 6 more. We need to find 6 more items in Primordia, but now that we've entered a new continent, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my collectopedia so I can get the rewards. Now, there are specific items and specifics in the collectopedia that have a star. That means that typically you get rewarded for filling in whole rows, and you will get a ult in the end with a percent collectopedia. You see the percent up there. But for ones that have stars, you get a reward for simply putting in that single item, that single collectible, into your collectopedia, like here. We got 2 extra battle points. That's a lucky panel. And then for the rest of them, we can just fill them in as such. And we get rewarded for filling in rows. Like there, we get 5 new battle points, and we've unlocked the knife series as items. So I'm going to fill in all of the ones that... Actually, better idea. I'm going to go ahead and fill in all of the lucky panels to reap the rewards from there. So, if you've played the original Xenoblade before, you know what the collectopedia is, but in this game they've added the lucky panels to make things a little bit more interesting for the rare collectibles. So by just having one of every single collectible that is in every single kind of collectible that is in a continent, you can fill in your collectopedia. We're missing one lucky ball. That's the only one we're missing. After filling in the lucky panels, I'm going to fill in all of the rows I can completely fill in, and I'm going to save the rows I can't completely fill in until I've gotten all of the items in. We're going to be getting more as we explore throughout the game. I have quite a lot of these. Have that row complete, all the Xenotech. Here's the wreckage. How they're separated into rows is basically each row represents a different kind. You have curious Xenotech, wreckage, relics, natural artifacts, insects, which we have all of them here. Already at 50%. You have fauna. We have flora. That's contrasting to fauna, and I don't have everything for flora. I need one more plant. We have fruits here that we can fill in. And then we have vegetables, which we already have filled in. So we need one more plant in flora, one more natural artifact, 3 more relics, and 1 more of the curious, this is the equivalent of special in the original Xenoblade. Anyway, so 67% of the Primordia collectopedia has been done, and throughout the game we will be getting every single collectible in every area, so that we get 100% of our collectopedias. There are different. You will be getting different collectibles in every single continent. There. Okay. So we now have the Lake Mortarfall. There are quite a lot of enemies there are quite a lot of base missions where we need to have defeated enemies in other continents. I guess we can go ahead and defeat this one now, and I can show Lyle's playstyle. As I said, he's a partisan eagle, and which means he focuses on mainly ranged attacks. His range attacks are very slow, but his ranged arts are very, very good.
I'll take him down.
His arts include his range arts are on one side, his melee arts are on the other. He has shrapnel, which is a basic ranged attack. It boosts the damage it deals is boost depending on the appendage. Not depending on the appendage. If you're fighting an appendage specifically, and you're focusing on an appendage, then the damage it deals is boost. We have another quest enemy here, so I'm going to be fighting that one. He also has First Down, which is another basic range attack, and an infallible on humanoids, meaning prones and another type of enemy we're going to be seeing during this chapter. It's just his main two ranged arts are your basic ranged arts. He uses a spear for his. He uses a long range spear or lance or whatever you would like to classify that as for his melee weapon, and he has balance breaker, which he just did. It deals basic weapon damage, and during melee combos, it will deal. No, it will inflict. Excuse me, stagger. And then his other melee art is Arcing Harm, which deals electric damage, as opposed to the physical damage that all of his other arts are dealing. And it also inflicts various debuffs. Now, that, and so you see the point. He has very. His weapons allow him to have very, very long range, and that's what he specializes in, long range attacks. His melee attacks are good, but his long range attacks do a lot more damage. And he's mainly good in that area, even though he does have a little bit slow range attack auto attacks. You see there, although they do quite a lot of damage. That's what makes him a partisan eagle. That's what makes him really good as a partisan eagle. So you mainly want to have him being your ranged shooter. So we have Elma, who specializes in melee attacks, and Lau that focuses on range attacks. Having both of them in your party will benefit you greatly. And then you can also have Gwyn, which is more of a jack of all trades attacker. There. Anyway, I wanted to check the chat real quick, and then I'm going to be fighting a few more quest enemies. Has anyone here seen the Rap City Street Kids Believe in Santa? Well, I don't believe in Santa. I never really have. But I've never seen the rap because I hate raps with a passion. So I hate rap in general with a passion. So I never want to talk about that again. Let's end this conversation. Anyway, I found a dead body in the sewer. Okay, I did not want to mention that this on camera. I'm not going to go any further on that story. If you know a lot about YouTube, you know what you know what Wyman is referring to. I'm not going to talk about it on this stream because I'm going to spark up a bunch of controversy. Anyway, Raheen, Charlotte Dunbed combo. Yeah, kind of. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not going any further with any of those conversations, Wyman. I'm going to just take out some of these quest enemies that I need to defeat for quests. And then I'm about to upgrade some of Lau's arts. That line, not my forte, but if you insist. It sounds really cool at first, but it actually gets really annoying because there's so many soul voices that require you to use a melee attack, and he says it so much. He knows he's really good at range. And once again, yes, it is in his forte. It doesn't deal as much damage with melee attacks as he does with range attacks, but still, yeah, that line does get really, really annoying after there's so many soul voices that require melee. Like that one there. You'll hear that line so much. It's almost the you'll pay for your insolence of this game, or from Xenoblade 2, the think you could take me, or of this game. It's not my forte, but if you insist. Except it's actually done by a party member instead of a boss or an enemy. Okay.
Not my forte, but if you insist. I owe you one.
Okay. Okay, so the Mortarfall mulching is that basic mission is complete, and now I'm going to be completing the other basic mission here because I need to defeat one more Amrighted Scorpio. Now this there, that's an interesting commentary. This water is poison water. It works just like poison water typically does in an RPG, and how it did in Xenoblade, the original Xenoblade. When you go into it, you're slowly losing HP. You take 15 damage every millisecond, I would say. Not exactly millisecond. It's more, I'd say it would be more about like a fourth of a second. No, maybe a third of a second. You lose 15 HP. But anyway, that's the point. You slowly use HP in poison water. Anyway, here's a Scorpio. I need one more to kill. I need to kill one more. That's what I meant. Okay. Okay. I know I said I would change around his arts, but I'm going to defeat this one more enemy and complete the other basic mission I need to complete at the beginning of my Noctilum, and then I'm going to change around his arts.
Not my forte, but if you insist.
Okay. Oh, I need to kill one more. Okay, I'm pushing it back a lot, but I'm going to kill one more just so I can complete this basic mission. Let's see if I can find just one more Amrighted Scorpio. Also, now it's turned day, so you can hear the day music here. Yeah, the music, as I said, in Noctilum is a lot more lively than Uriah and Central March, which I like the music. Also, I believe it's the only area music in Xenoblade X that has lyrics. So that's something it can be proud of, I guess. Okay. Damn shit, dude. It's not a humanoid, but I can still use first down to do a bunch of damage. He learned new art, Eagle Eye. I like this. I like this art a lot. Since range attacks have lower accuracy than that of melee attacks, Eagle Eye, since it grants range attack up, range accuracy up, and range attack up, it can benefit his range playstyle very, very well. So now I'm going to switch around his arts and level them up. I'm going to put Eagle Eye next to my ranged attack since that'll benefit that well. I'm going to upgrade Eagle Eye and his range attacks, and then I'll use my remaining BP. He has a lot of BP to upgrade his melee attacks. Arcing Horn, Balance Breaker. I'll do first down again, Shrapnel again, Eagle Eye again. Or okay, I can. Okay, I can upgrade Balance Breaker again. Okay, there. I prefer Balance Breaker to Arcing Horn personally. I think it does a lot more damage and it's useful in a few more scenarios in my opinion. Skills, I don't think he has any. Yeah, he hasn't learned any new skills, but that is a really, really good one there. Kill Shot, it greatly benefits his ranged auto attacks, which I've already said before. I've already expressed that his ranged auto attacks are okay, but they're not as good as his ranged arts, or not as useful as his ranged arts. That benefits them a lot, since it has a boosted the critical chance for them. Anyway, so now that all of that is finished, I am also going to outfit him with some of my best gear. I'm going to just equip my best gear there. Yeah, that's an interesting costume. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, stop it. Okay. Is there anything? I did not mean to do that either. Yeah, I'm not meaning to do this, but I at least want some. I at least want something. In some of this, in some of the slots. I'm not meaning to do this. Those are pretty good. I can equip that. That's really good for his range attack. And then That should be fine. Alright. He looks kind of ridiculous with the with the varying clothes he has, but I think it should work fine for now. I'm not having him wear a helmet. I don't like any of my characters wearing helmets. Anyway, I'm also going to switch back to cross so that I can increase my affinity between my other party members. Cross with my other party members. So that'll benefit me a lot. Anyway, now that done, I'm going to go see the chat. Yes, Right to Hell Retribution 1% is obviously the best game of all time. No doubt about it. It is the pinnacle of gaming. Yeah, Xenoblade move out. Obviously, yeah. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, if you don't get that. That's actually one of the worst games of all time. I'm being sarcastic there. Anyway, I will not be able to talk after the stream, Raheem. Yes, I will not be able to talk after the stream. My throat will be hurting so much. I will not be able to talk after the stream, Raheem, because I have some things I need to do tonight. After I finish the stream. The stream, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, now I'm progressing through Noctilum. There are a few probe sites I would like to install, and a quest that's right around here. Alright, there you are. GGO. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that name. If anyone has the name GGO, I'm sorry, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. I probably just offended a lot of people with the name GGO, but whatever. He's an outfitter, and let's see what he has for us. Alright, you're human, good. If I can run into a blade all the way out here, I guess my luck hasn't completely conked out. Anyway, I could use some help as an outfitter assignment. What do you say? Sure. We came out here on a request from Sakuraba Industries. They wanted us to test some new steel weapon on the underground here. Everything was going fine until this crazed Mephites started attacking. Anyone not inside the skull was wiped out on the first swipe. Mine was totaled, but at least they kept me alive. Problem is, all the weapon test data is still inside it. This machine came straight out of the tube. Sakuraba excuse me. This mission came straight out of Isobe, or Isobe. I don't know how you pronounce that name. Isobe? Not sure. Sakuraba's chief engineer. I'd feel like a total amateur if I let him down. But now that you've shown up, I may have a way out of this. What do you say? Will you go grab the test data from the Skell I dished in Rust Lake? Sure. Rust Lake is quite the name, by the way. I'll give you everything Sakuraba's paying for us. That's how much it means to me. Okay. Data miner. Let's complete this quest. Alright, great. Thank you, and good luck. I'm going to go find a cave to hide in before something big and ugly shows up and eats me. Okay. You do that. Okay. Right. Okay then. I ran into this. I guess I can fight you just for a little bit of experience. It's not going to be much since it's level 11 and I'm a level 15, but still. No, please. No, stop it. There. Slit edge. Okay, I need to heal Al. And I'm going to chrome armor myself. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, then hello! Yeah, I'm running. I'm running because that guy's here. I do not want to be a part of... Freaking tree! Freaking tree! Okay then. Oh my god! Freaking enemies. Stop it. I do not really want to fight you right now. I just want to go install a freaking probe and complete this quest. Okay, I'm alive. And I don't know where I was going with that, but here is a here's our first biological treasure. We can investigate this small tree. Okay, and I'll get a little bit of treasure out of that. That's what is benefited by our biological field skill level, or just field skill in general. There's another one right here. There's a lot of biological treasures around around Noctilum. You'll see that as a bit of a trend here. Going to get some of these item orbs. There's one right over here. Okay. Going to go... No, wait, the probe is over here, so I'm going to install this at the moment. Okay, another biological treasure. I'm going to investigate this, get the treasure out of that, and probe is right here. We've reached the site, and I'm going to install it. Okay. And now, just northwest of here is where we need to go for the data miner quest.
I can't move.
Damn weather. Somebody fix this.
There's a Titan right there. I'm going to save you because I know I need to fight you for another quest. Are you the Titan I'm thinking of? Yes, Oscar the Summer Squall. I need to fight him for a mission, a basic mission later on, so I'm going to save fighting you until then. Now, right over here is Rust Lake. Still heading northwest. It's Rust Lake, just over here. Yes, right here. And the skull, the broken skull he was talking about, is right over here. The skull that still has all of the outfitter data in it. It's just over there. You can see the treasure icon and the smoke coming out. That's where it is. It's up on that plateau. Just up here. Here it is. Okay. Investigate the treasure. And now that we've investigated, we've collected the weapon data from that treasure, we can go back and talk to GGO. And it should be, yes, wait. Oh wait, he's moved, I forgot about this. Briefly, at least. Okay. Okay, we can head over to him, just over here. He's now moved from being, southeast of us to northeast of us. So let's see what's happened as he's over here. Okay, just around that canyon area, rock wall. There's another Titan I passed. That's another one. If I'm thinking of the right tyrant, excuse me, then that's the one. That's another one I need to kill for a quest later. We've reached the Whale's Nostril. This is an area we'll be coming back to a lot for various different quests. And this is where he's moved to. There's quite a few strong enemies. It's actually a cave. The Whale's Nostril thing is the nickname for it. Or I guess what New LA has named them. And he has now moved right in here. Let's see what he's doing in here, because this is kind of strange that he's moved. Okay, here he is. Okay, he was under attack, and we need to kill this Mephite, the Devil Mephite. Okay, 16. If you remember, the Mephite was the same type of monster that actually destroyed the Skull earlier. I guess he's getting his revenge on it. I'm not sure, or on the race in general. But regardless, he was under attack, and we need to avenge him. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. A little bit strong, but I'm just going to put up a chrome armor and hope I survive. And I hope at least that Lyn draws the aggro as a tank. We're doing fine right now, so I should be fine. I'm going to heal Lyn so that she can tank longer. And do chrome armor on Lyn. I could have waited for the secondary cooldown so that I could then do chrome armor on myself, making myself a little bit safer. But it all worked out fine. Over there, if you actually go over there, there will be a lot of the Mephites that will come down from the ceiling, including a Tyrant, which is really, really powerful. Well, no, it isn't really powerful. It's only at level 15, just like we are. But all of those Mephites together are really powerful. Although that treasure is tempting, but it's not. But I would not recommend going over there. I'm going to return to Gigio, who is now just outside of the Whale's Nostril. And after this, I will read the chat, because I know there's a lot more I need to read in the chat. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the timely rescue. You literally saved me, and I'm literally mean literally. Oh, okay then. What kind of world is it where a guy can't hide out in a nice dank cave? I swear. Anyway, any luck with the data? Please say it is still intact. It was, and I can give it to you. This is it. This is the data I need. Total scale isn't great news, but getting this data back it makes it all worthwhile. Thank you. And now you can continue your mission. Inquire about the new weapon? Yes. I want to know what the new weapon it is. Sorry, that's classified. Isobe's got us on a tight leash. Let's just say it's fun. You won't be able to resist it once this baby hits the market. Now, let's get you that reward. We may get that certain weapon once we level up our arms manufacturer, specifically the Sakuraba Industries more, but regardless, we've completed the mission. And not too shabby, right? Had big expectations for this one. Alright, too bad about the wrecked skulls and dead guys. Oh, yeah. Some of your team's dead? Okay, then. Hey, we got the data, right? Not a total wash. Your friends have died! It's not a total wash! Not a total wash my foot. Okay. Anyway, now we're heading outside to sunset. That's actually a really pretty sunset behind that overgrown tree. So now we shall continue where we were. We also discovered this, this curator base. And we shall continue in our mission in our main story mission to find the Lifehold. There are some pretty strong enemies in this area, but all of them aggressive. I'm going to try to run past them. There's another probe site just... Okay, so there's a probe site to the west, just over there. We'll be able to loop back around in a little bit, but we're going to actually get there first. There's also a base over there. I think there's a treasure in that base. I'm not entirely sure on that, though. I know there's some item orbs. I see them here. It's Lakeview Stronghold. Yeah, there's a treasure. I was correct. Okay, now I'm going to read the chat, because I forgot to earlier. This is a... Okay, that's a prone base. Those are pretty strong prones. Should I risk it and go get the treasure? I'm not sure. I'm going to read this. I would argue that false, Wyman. I'd say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 is the worst game ever, just because of its legacy. Right now, how Retribution doesn't have the legacy that Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 has. Or better yet, if you really want to go for legacy, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. That's the worst game ever. That has the biggest legacy of being bad. We'll use Trash Talk on Wyman and Slam Slinger tomorrow. Oh, and put some air and Earthcloak gems on. You don't have those in this game. There's no aerial augments or Earthcloak augments, so that's a bit unfortunate. So I guess I can use the I just remembered that I have the LMS Shadow Rider strategy. I'm going to use that. We're going to go get that treasure in a minute. But Shadow is the best video game character ever. I would very much, but it's so bad it's funny. It is funny. There are some funny stuff. It is one of those games that's so bad it's funny, but it has a legacy, and that's what makes it so bad in my opinion. I would say E.T. the Extraterrestrial is the worst game of all time, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 is the worst game I've ever played. That's my feelings on that one. Okay. And then Raheen retracted a message. Okay. So I'm going to switch to Elma so that I can use the Shadowrunner strategy I've been talking about. And now that we have the blood sacrifice, it would be a lot more. It would be a lot more efficient to use it. There's a treasure up there. Can I? Okay, yeah. There's a stairway just in here. Being wary, I know there's got to be some prones somewhere here. Hello! I'm not going to fight you. And the treasure is just behind this. I think. Okay, nope. Oh, the treasure is over here. Never mind. Okay. You know, I'm not going to risk it anymore. I'm just going to get past this prone base. That's...
Not what I was hoping to run into.
I was doomed from the start there. And I like how the name of that enemy is called Prone Bully. They aren't called gems, Raheen. They're called augments in this game. Get it right. Gosh. Alright, whatever. Now, as I said before, just beyond that rock wall, there's a probe site, but I need to actually get behind it first. And that's what I shall do. Actually, wait, it's over here. Never mind. There's also a treasure over here. Biological treasure. Also, is it just me, or do biological treasures, biological and archaeological treasures, did not mean to do that, but I can fight you anyway. Anyway, is it just me, or do biological and archaeological treasures, require more button presses than that of mechanical treasures? Okay. I'll streak. Probably should not have done that since I could have attracted some other enemy, but I'm just going to continue after I did that. I could have done more damage from the side. I was not using any of my strategies in that fight. That's kind of surprised I won. Okay. I know around the probe coming up that I'll have to use my Shadowrunner strategy. I guess this is actually the first time I'm using my Shadowrunner strategy on camera, or on the stream, I should say. Since I'm not using a camera, I'm using a capture card. But whatever. That should have done more damage. I was in the middle of a range combat. That should have done more damage, but regardless, let's continue. If I'm thinking of the right probe, I know that it's surrounded by like level 30 enemies that are all aggressive. I need to use my Shadowrunner to be able to get the probe. Yes, I am correct. The Lark Turbas and a few other enemies here. Okay, blood sacrifice, Shadowrunner, go. And then none of them will detect me now that I have my Shadowrunner aura up. Oh wait, I'm in the middle of a cutscene. I forgot about this.
Should be further ahead.
Friends will climb Big Rocky Mountain? But how? Tatsu has tiny feet, stubby, flimsy limbs.
No spine either. But the turnip does have a point. I don't think there's any way we could scale those cliffs.
Agreed. We'll need to take a detour. Let's try going around that way. Ha! Ha!
What's happening? Not what I was hoping to run into. This damn weather. Somebody fix this.
I don't want it to end like this.
Blood sacrifice! Shadow Runner! Blood sacrifice! Shadow Runner!
What's happening? Not what I was hoping to run into. It comes end like this.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up. I'm sorry.
Okay, so apparently my mic was muted. That was weird. Okay. Basically, what I was saying while my mic was muted. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can call it gems if you want. Just know that that's incorrect. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay then. Too much is freaking going on right now. My mic was muted. I just turned back on my mic after I had to attend to something on my own time. My sister just arrived home. I'm sorry that my mic was muted. That was a mistake on my part. I apologize. But it should be fine. I just checked. It should be fine. I should have checked on that a while ago. But basically, after the cutscene, I was saying, I finally installed the probe after a few fatal attempts to actually do so and using my Shadowrunner strategy that I was telling you about earlier. And we came to this huge this bit of a wide open area with a scenic viewpoint, and that is where the life hold part is. So now we shall continue with our quest and not be caught up in side activities. But also I died. I died to a freaking alive plant after I was distracted by someone knocking at my door. Okay. So now that I can actually think for a moment, we're going to be, as I said, continuing our quest for the life hold. For the life hold part, at least, that we have found here in Noctilum. And it is just beyond here at this. It's a really good. It's called a scenic viewpoint for a reason. This is actually a really, really good view. It's a good view of where exactly we're supposed to go. There's an overgrown branch that's leading down to there's an overgrown branch that's leading down to a beach. That's not actually where we're supposed to go because there's another beach over there, and we need to walk around. We need to loop back around over to that beach. However, there's these freaking things. Please stop attacking me. Please stop it. No, stop it. Okay. Dear Lord. Okay. If I can't target these things until they've been awakened. Okay then. Another idea. I can target another enemy, use my Shadowrunner, run through the plants, run past the plants into the cave, and then be able to loop back around to the beach where I need to go. Okay. Good idea. Yes, we discovered a scenic viewpoint, and that will be added to the... So that means it would be good for us to put a research probe around here. So now I can get past these plants no problem. I can jump to make me go a little bit faster. Okay. Now I can breathe. Okay, there. We've arrived at another cave. There are a few lower level enemies here, but they're all aggressive, so I really don't want to get tangled up in a lot of fights right now. I'm going to wait for my Shadowrunner cooldown to end, and then just use my Shadowrunner strategy to get by. Okay, go. A lot of item orbs here. We're going to be getting all of them. Once again, I apologize that my mic was muted. That was a bad mistake on my part. I said a lot during that time. But keep in mind that I mute my mic during cutscenes so that you can actually hear without you hearing me breathing constantly. You can hear the character's voice acting. Now, I believe it's through here where we need to go. Some more item orbs. Some more through here as well. Oh wait, I forgot about that. That leads back to the whale's nostril. That's where we need to go, actually. Forgot that loop back to the whale's nostril. Well then. We're back in the wide open area. The background noise is my siblings. Or are my siblings. Okay, Shadowrunner, go. So that was not where we're supposed to go. Treasure I can get over there, then I need to run. It's through there that I came in, so I believe I actually need to go over here, if I'm correct. Okay, yeah, so this will loop back outside, where I can go around the this wide open area and end up at the beach where the lifeboat part is. Okay, sapphire table. Shadowrunner's still on. I think I should be fine coming up. There are a few aggressive enemies over there, but I should be fine. They're low level in case I encounter one. So I'm going to switch back to cross and then continue as cross.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
I apologize that I'm jumping a lot. I just want to get through here pretty quickly. One of them noticed me. I thought one would. It's a Swede. It shouldn't be any problem. It's level 12 too. I changed my position because Green Barrage was area of effect, and I really didn't want to attract the other Swede. I want this fight to be quick so that I can complete chapter 4 in this stream. I don't want this stream to go on for too long, so I'd like to complete chapter 4 there. I got some rare stuff from that. Few rare drops, and make it past that aggressive Swede, and right over here in the garden spring, excuse me. There's another F Insights, and okay, saw the probe just before I need to fight these guys. They're lower level than the other ones. I'm going to use Chrome Armor on Lynn, just so that she can tank a little bit better. My epic screen, I should have waited for the secondary cooldown there. That could have been better, or even the tertiary cooldown, but okay, whatever the case is, I need to heal. Yeah, you know what? I'm leaving. There were a bit too many enemies there.
Here comes some more idiots.
Here comes some more idiots. I love that. Alright, Humdrum Peaks. There's meaning over there, but right over here I would like to go and get some item orbs. There's also a treasure over here. Hopefully I'm at the sufficient field skill level. I am. Okay, good. Okay. Continuing forward. Oh, hello. That's a tyrant. Okay, I can fight you. Alfombra the Transcendent. I like that name. Alfombra's an interesting name, but okay. Could have waited for the secondary cooldown, the Slit Edge, but even still, that worked just fine. Going to use Recuperate, then lead into my Beam Barrage so that I can do a little bit more damage. Yeah, there. Okay. Going to switch to melee and wait for the secondary cooldown. Oh, yeah. Why did I check the aggro there? There. Slit Edge. Did not miss. Darn it, I missed the freaking soul voice. Darn it. Don't have enough TP to strike up a aura, so I'm just going to do Beam Barrage without the bonus effect. Switching to melee attack so I can build up secondary cooldown on Slit Edge. That's an area of effect move that affects a lot. Okay, need to heal Elma. I'm going to heal her again. Since I had my secondary cooldown, I could immediately reuse it. Okay. Beam Barrage. Okay, my epic screen, I have the secondary cooldown too. I should do, yeah, more damage. Chrome Armor on Elma. Chrome Armor on me. Slit Edge with the secondary cooldown. Let's see. Heal Elma again. Up. Darn it. This freaking Tyrant has a lot of area effect moves. Like that one! Okay. That can be a pretty devastating move. A lot of the Tyrants in this game have a move that's kind of like that, where it goes up into the air and then does a lot of damage to party members that are in a circle around it. I'm going to use full specs, increase my potential, then lead into a benefited Beam Barrage. Elma, you're at 9. Okay, come on. Chrome Armor, you're dead. My epic screen. Okay, there. I was wondering why it was not dying. Okay. Got some good equipment from that, and some good other drops. So that's another... It's another of its same race. I'm going to go the other way, thank you very much. There's a base right over here as well. Tripod Rock. Let's just see that, actually, once I, get away from this enemy. Yeah, it is kind of like a tripod rock. It's the 3 legs, so-called. That's a nasty Tyrant. It isn't aggressive, but there's other enemies around it that are. Just going to try to avoid you, thank you very much. Yama, the Obliviator? That's reminding me of Yami from Okami. There's another probe site up here. I'm going to install that as well. Elephant's Trunk. I like how a lot of the locations in Noctilum are named after the body parts of animals. It's pretty interesting. It kind of fits the area, in fact. That's a... Both probes are aggressive. Going to switch back to Elma and use my Shadowrunner strategy one more time just to get by these, and I can install the probe. Blood Sacrifice, Shadowrunner, go. Oh, they go away at night. I could have just waited until night. Okay, then. Or not night, it's now, but they still went away. I'm going to switch back to the cross now. Okay. Yeah, you can see now just how useful Shadowrunner, how useful of an art Shadowrunner is. It is extremely useful in various different scenarios. Okay, Canopy, Nightwood. They're not aggressive. I can run past them. That way leads to further in Noctilum, but I need to go back, because I need to try to loop around. Hello, Sunset. You are blinding. Okay. There's one more probe site I need to find, too. I'm going to go back to Tripod Rock, and then try to loop around to the Lifehold, the beach where the Lifehold pod is there. It's muted again? Okay, I can still... The plants want to change their destiny, yes. Fills you with determination. Yes. Nearly losing to a tyrant fills you with determination. Okay. How should I go about this? By the way, if you're wondering, down there's actually a level 71... No, later in the game, there's a level 71 Tyrant down there, so I do not want to run into that. How should I do this? How should I do this? How should I do this? We're gonna loop around this way. And then see if I can get to the beach from here. It should lead me back. I can fight you really quickly. And actually get the bonus effect on the beam barrage.
I'll take him down.
Okay.
Okay then.
Goblin's Narrow. That's an interesting name. I prefer Whale's Nostril. I like Whale's Nostril the best of all of them. Anyway, we have approached a destination, or a cutscene, I guess.
Friends, hold up. Something coming ahead.
Hey! Down in front! I can't see!
Another Xeno.
Whatever it is, at least it's not a prone.
Perish the thought, good sirs. Perish and kill the thought. We would never associate with those savages.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, 1,000 pardons. We are called El Sirum, or just El, if it please you. Like the proud no-pawn among you, we have inhabited this planet since times of antiquity.
A friend knows about no-pawn people?
Yes, yes, of course. No-pawn purchase my wares quite often, you know. They're excellent, how should I say, suckers?
I think you mean customers.
So, Mr. L, you've lived here a long time?
Just El, and yes, such a nice, quiet world. The wildlife and insects are also docile, such gentle dispositions.
Are you kidding me? They attack us all the time.
Well, the creatures here are hungry, yes, granted.
Gentle disposition my butt.
It's just...
What?
Well, who can blame them with all the commotion here as of late? Not that we're pointing our fingers at you, mind. No, it's those prone sons of bastards.
Yeah, we're not their biggest fans either.
We loathe them. They have ruined our once peaceful life here. Ruined! They are all, how should we say, ass caves.
Close enough. By the way, Elle, you seem to speak our language quite fluently.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
We owe it all to that wreckage back there. What a treasure trove, especially the data terminal we found inside. It is the ultimate portable snack for satisfying our insatiable curiosity.
Wreckage back there? You think that's our piece of the life hold?
Certainly sounds like it. Elle, can we take a look at this terminal you found?
Of course, of course.
Thanks. Lynn, see what you can make of it.
On it. Okay, yep. This is library data.
Let me see. Huh, so it is. The unit Elle stumbled upon must be part of the Lifehold's archives.
So, not the core then.
The entire ship was torn to bits when we came down. The odds of any single piece of Lifehold being the core aren't very high.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, Lynn, don't be glum. The Lifehold archives are the sum total of all human knowledge. This is still a really big find. We should try and secure it ASAP.
Yeah, you're right.
Now might not be a good time.
Why not?
Why else? The Ass Caves. We just came from there, and prone are all over the wreckage.
What?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Very bad. Let's go.
Apologies we didn't mention it before. We assumed you'd abandoned it. Allow us to show you the way. After all, as you say, too many heads are better than none, right?
Close enough.
I like L. He isn't as good of a character as Lau, but I like his take on the English language, and I like how they actually address the fact that yes, there is these races are actually talking or speaking in English, and they assess that I guess once a pothole. But hello, there's another tyrant here, Lambert the Divine Wind. That I failed that. Okay. Okay, I could defeat you before we head down there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to build up my secondary cooldown with the Slit Edge, and then I'll use it. I'm going to use my Beam Barrage with a bonus effect since I just used an aura. Alright. Slit Edge. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I just don't know what to say right now. Probably need to heal Lau sometime soon. I'll use Chrome Armor, then I'll heal. I'll also use Chrome Armor on me. We seem to be doing fine here. Okay. Okay. And he's down.
This strong when I needed to be.
And we continue in our trek to the Lifehold part. And to the wreckage that Elle said that the prone were attacking. Which that's pretty bad, so we need to attend to that.
Didn't have to be like
Okay, I can fight you as well. I'm not really that powerful.
Waiting to lash out. Balance breaker. Got it. Lay down some cover fire.
By the way, you'll see that with Lau, you're going to have a lot more soul voices that focus on range attacks since he benefits from range attacks. So you'll see that as an often occurrence.
But if you insist.
And once again, he goes not my forte, but if you insist. Okay. It's really just when you're playing as Lau when you hear that lot. Otherwise, it's not as annoying because since you have him, he's doing soul voices as well, and a lot more range attack soul voices. And see that, and that is very bad. The Lifehold is burning. Let's go see what's going on because it's not good at all.
Oh no!
We're afraid of this.
Why? Do these monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the Lifehold.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die.
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
Okay, we need to defeat these guys. This is very, very bad for us, at least. Alright, great. Okay, I'll start off with the Slit Edge, since someone released a cell voice. Alright. It's myopic screen, at least do a bunch of damage to all of them. Then Beam Barrage. Okay. Chrome Armor to Lyn. She's drawing the aggro. I'll save my repair just in case Lyn HP while drawing the aggro. Well, not drawing the aggro, using taunt, because there isn't any aggro when you use taunt. You draw the attention there. Up there. Prone Destroyer. One Prone Destroyer god. There are two more. I'm going to use full specs, recuperate, and then Beam Barrage, both of them. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. Wow. Okay then. Myopic screen to both of them as well. Okay. There. All right. That was easy, but that isn't it.
Mistress Goetia, these are Earth aliens.
Well, well, well. Seeing truly is believing, isn't it? Who would have thought?
Chrome. They're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Hate? Human extinction is duty. Our duty is ganglion.
Ganglion? So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. What gives you the right to destroy the life hold?
Is that what you call it? So pretty. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping brethren.
Yeah, Goetia is quite a ass cave, to quote L. Anyway, so we have Goetia followed by two Murmuk Rooks. Excuse me. This fight can actually be pretty hard at this level, so I'm going to try to be wary of this. And I'm already okay. Heal. Okay, there. Okay. I recuperate. Okay. Yeah, Goetia actually has some pretty strong attacks, and most of them are area of effect as well. Typically, I like to destroy the Murmuk Rooks first, so I can destroy the little ones before going for their boss. That's typically my strategy with a lot of RPGs. Simply because they're a little bit more annoying as they do as they do less damage, but they do it more often, typically in RPGs, and that's the case here as well. Anyway, and now that that's done, we can focus on Goetia. Okay, okay, I need to use Chrome Armor. I could have used that on Lynn, but if I die, then it's going to be a bit more... Okay, Crackling Electricity has developed Goetia. That means that she's readying for a really big attack, and I know exactly what attack she's readying. Oh, shoot. Okay. Need to defeat her quickly. Okay, toppled. Good. Great. Okay, good. Yeah, Lynn saved all of us with that topple. Goetia was about to use a really nasty attack and staggered as well. Good. Okay, great. Okay, good. Okay. This is excellent. Almost dead. Come on. Beam Barrage. Okay, hold on. No. Okay. Repair is almost... She healed herself. Darn it! Ugh. Okay. Mavic screen. Go. Okay. Elma and Lynn are almost down. Going to heal Elma. Should have probably healed myself, but... okay. Alright, she's at low health. Alright. Defeated. Elma's down, but Goetia's defeated. Done. Okay, good.
Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed!
Mistress Goetia, now, quickly!
A well-fought victory indeed. Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the mech. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course. They were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle. I'm absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, Elle. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, treasure trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook? Yeah, you're not like the Ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right. Let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
So, we've figured out a lot here today. After losing the Lightfold to the Prones, we now figured out that the Prones are in alliance with the Ganglion, which are apparently, according to Elma, one of the races that destroyed Earth, and that followed us, sending the White Whale plummeting down to Mira. The prones and the ganglion together continue to be more mysterious. But we've suffered a great loss here today. As part of the life hold is now destroyed, possibly containing very, very useful information to all of us. Bella's joined us, and all of the Elsa Roof have now been migrating to NLA, and thus we will head back to NLA ourselves, doing this on the map, and report all of this into the Blade HQ at Blade Tower. Oh, and Rahid, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not going to be spoiling anything. So I'm not telling you anything either. Just keep watching the game, and you'll eventually see some things. Anyway, come back to Blade Tower, and let's report our findings in Noctilum into Blade HQ.
Either you picked up another Xeno, or someone's been holding their breath too long.
This is Elle. We met in Noctilum.
We are El Sirif, if it please you. This planet has been our home since days of yore.
Oh, a long-time resident?
That's why we brought him back. His knowledge could prove invaluable. I'd like to request permission for him to stay in New LA.
We can't allow just anyone to waltz into our city on a whim. How much do we know about him?
I know enough. Enough to say that we can trust him.
All Mirren natives are good, honest folk.
Yes, Tatsu, yes. Anyway, Elma, you do seem quite sure of yourself. All right, I'll share the responsibility. He can stay. If that's acceptable, Mr. Director General?
If you're both certain, so be it.
Many thanks, good sirs. Truly, we are walking on the 9th cloud of 7th heaven. Please call us El. The rest is far too formal. And honestly, we prefer El anyway.
More importantly, Colonel, what happened with the Lifehold unit?
I see. So it wasn't the core after all.
No. We confirmed it was one of the archive units. Unit number 07.
07? That would be the LC repository, wouldn't it?
One of 3, but yes. The entirety of the Library of Congress archives. As I recall, the data was stored on units 07 through 09.
Well, thank God it wasn't the core. This situation could have been a lot worse.
I wonder... The LC archives contained nearly every published work in mankind's history. It's not like it's just a bunch of random books and manuscripts, you know. It's a history of human thought, a record of opinions and emotions.
I mean, yeah, sure, but...
So if you stop and consider what it means to lose even a third of that data, it's a cultural and historical loss of catastrophic proportions.
We do have parity data for the archives here. We know which unit was lost, so hopefully we can find some way to restore it.
Let's hope so.
Moving on. These ganglion. You're certain they were involved in the destruction of Earth?
Here, see for yourself. The left shot is from a battle over Beijing, the right from our encounter.
Son of a... Is it possible this is their native planet?
Tatsu told us they aren't from here, and El confirmed it. They're recent arrivals. Very recent.
So, either it's one hell of a coincidence, or they followed us.
Considering they appear to be systematically targeting the Lifehold, I'd say that leaves no question they followed us here.
Could they possibly know the purpose of the Lifehold?
Maybe the whole reason we haven't found the core yet is because those scumbags already trashed it.
If so, none of us would be here talking in the first place, would we?
You got a point there.
This information doesn't leave this room, but we've had several recent Pathfinder reports of Xeno sightings and contact. They may or may not be ganglion, but regardless, I propose we double down on our defenses going forward.
That'll be all, Elma. Please continue hunting for any signs of the Lifehold.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
Chapter 4 is complete. There's a lot of foreshadowing in that cutscene, and anyone who's played this game before, going back and watching that cutscene is very insightful. I'll say that much. Anyway, so the mystery behind the ganglion continues to grow among us. And the El Siruf and the Napon both have joined us here, and have provided excellent information for us. Also, by the way, from this chapter onward, you can actually go around NLA, and you can see that there's a lot more Napon that have migrated into NLA, and as over the course of the game, you'll see a lot more of different races migrated to NLA. We have the Napon. We're going to get the we're going to meet various different native races in Mira, and even some non-native races that will start moving in, and you'll feel that NLA, kind of like Colony 6 in Xenoblade, in the original Xenoblade, starts to grow and become more populous, become more lively as you progress through the game. I really think that's a good idea, and it feels really rewarding at the very end. Anyway, Eleanor just explains the Collectopedia. I've already explained that. She explains gathering info. They explained some of the stuff really late that should have been explained earlier. And I've already explained segment recon as well. We also have a new arms manufacturer. This is new, Meredith & Co., where I'm going to be seeing that. Going to be showing that next time. And we have L. Yes, L is a playable party member now. The division is a wonder. That's he's made up his own division in Blade. He's a shield trooper, but he's a shield trooper plus, so he's much like Lyn as a tank. I'll show his playstyle a little bit more later on, but he's basically a tank, a lot like Lyn. Going to save our data, and that's where we'll end the stream. We have a lot more stuff that has happened here. More areas have been updated. Our blade level just went up, and I think that's where we'll end this for today. Next time in Xenoblade Chronicles X, we'll be exploring around NLA, seeing what has changed, and doing a few more missions. And then continuing on the story, and possibly discovering more of the, finding out more of the mystery behind the ganglion. Trust me, you'll be amazed by Chapter 5. There is a huge plot twist, and it is insane. I freaked out the first time I saw it. But trust me, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying that anyone, Raheen, especially you have not seen this game before, you will freak out in Chapter 5. Anyway, I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.